welcome to Pro Health Share's Ladies Lunch and Learn 4-week spring kickoff challenge. Today is Wednesday of week 3, and I want to ask you, do you do this and what's in your grocery cart when you're at the grocery store? So what I'm asking, do you do this? Do you include foods that are mostly in your grocery cart from the perimeter of the store or the inner aisles? So think about what's on the perimeter of the store. You've got your dairy and your eggs. You've got your fish, your seafood. You've got your animal proteins, your chicken, your beef. You've got your vegetables. You've got your fruits. These are all mostly one ingredient foods and that we should have an abundance of. And then think about what's in the upper, inner aisles of the store. You've got your canned goods and your boxes and your bags and your processed and the other candies and chips and soda and junk, right? Now, we need to have that every once in a while, or there's certain ingredients that help make a meal. But when we are wanting to have maybe that little crunch or that chip or cracker, there are better choices over others, but for you to still get what you want. So I wanted to share a couple of my favorites with you. One of my favorite chips is Simple Truth. It's an organic, exotic vegetable chips. And I want you and encourage you to start really looking at the labels of food on the package. So this ingredient has root vegetables, it has pressed canola oil, and it has salt. It has 3 ingredients. So this is a much better choice over a Dorito bag that probably has 12 or 13 to 15 ingredients, and half of them I have trouble pronouncing. Another favorite, if you're wanting that crunch, is an organic rice cracker, and they come in many different flavors too. The ingredients in this is a whole grain brown rice, black rice, pressed palm oil, and then your garlic onion powder, salt, and vitamin E. Very, very simple, easy to read, no extra BS. The other thing is sometimes we need things on the run, right? We need to have this extra bar, something thrown in your purse to be able to have on the go. There's tons of bars out there, and really which one is good for us. Do we look at sugar content? Do we look at fat content? But really to simplify it, it's the less ingredients, the easier to read, the better choice for you. So here's a Fiber One bar. Sometimes I get these, but they do have quite a few ingredients in here. And really quick, they have a chicory root extract, sweet, semi-sweet chocolate chips, which include chocolate liqueur, cocoa butter, vanilla. They have grain oats, corn syrup, rice flour, barley flakes, sugar, that's the second sugar in there, canola and palm kernel oil, vegetable glycerin, cornstarch, maltodextrin, tricalcium phosphate, soy lecithin, sugar cane fiber, Dutch cocoa, processed with alkali, salt, water, fructose, that's the third sugar, malt extract, matcha flavor, cellulose gum, baking soda, whole solid milk foods, vitamin E, and then added to retain freshness. So not too great. There's a lot of added ingredients in here that I probably wouldn't want to choose. It has 8 grams of sugar and 4.5 grams of fat. So another option that I really love and prefer are called RX bars, and I love even the label on them. It says right in the front, 12 grams protein bar, 3 egg whites, 14 peanuts, 2 dates, and no BS. I think that's pretty cool. And you look on the ingredients, it actually says dates, peanuts, egg whites, chocolate, natural flavors, cocoa, and sea salt. That is it. Now, you might be interested, the sugar content on this is 13 versus the fiber bar had 8. So why does this have so much sugar? Then we read 3 or 4 sugar content ingredients in this one. Well, this had sugar alcohol in it. This sugar comes from the dates. It's an actual fruit sugar, right? It's coming from an actual one ingredient source. So that's not a hard to process or eliminate sugar. The fat on this has 10 grams of fat versus the fiber bar had only 4.5 grams of fat. But if I'm not drilling in your head already, fat is important for us. And where does the fat come from? There's no extra added oils or everything in here. It's the 14 peanuts, right? The nut oil. The nuts are good, healthy oils and healthy proteins for us. So again, I encourage you to truly start looking at labels, seeing which is going to be more beneficial for you and your body and your family. Try to definitely keep it more simple, right? Simple is better. and less colors, added preservatives, et cetera, that you can't even pronounce, have a hard time pronouncing, which means your body's going to have a hard time processing. So I hope this was helpful for you. I encourage you again, the next time you go to the grocery store, think about and just be curious how much foods are in your cart that come from the perimeter or the inner aisles. And just be aware and think, that's interesting. Start looking at labels and just keep it simple. I hope this was helpful. Please share with me some of your maybe healthy choices and snacks that you like to do. Let's support one another. I'll talk to you soon. And remember, you deserve to be the healthiest and happiest you. Have a great week, you guys. I'll talk to you soon.